Oh, another scorching hot day today. So much stuff happening too, news-wise, so I don't think I can cover everything that interested me. But for some reason, it seems like the dominant news was drone data and privacy for some reason. You guys were saying you hope I attend the event because you could be like from another country where you're interested in seeing what happens in Canada, or you could be people that are here but you can't make it. Again, I'll try to attend. I actually did want to attend. It's just a matter of whether or not these schedules mix up, which at this point it looks like I can do it. So hopefully I could, because I'd love to document it and show everyone what's going on with the drone laws and stuff. Really? It's Chinese Valentine's Day today? Interesting way to advertise air purifiers. Advertising that place forever, like with the opening. I don't know why it's so hyped up. Maybe I should research about it later. It's just a fashion thing. Well, the first bit of interesting news I read was about that Mayweather McGregor fight. Apparently there was a bunch of people suing, I guess, Showtime, like the provider, for giving a very poor quality stream, or in some cases I guess people weren't even getting the stream at all. It just basically, from what I gather, it's due to the demand. Too many people trying to hit the servers and stuff, I guess, at the same time, so you won't get like service. And it was pretty much everywhere. Apparently even like in the UFC Fight Pass that shows the fight too, people were having issues. But the interesting thing was the customer service response. Like in this case, this guy published it like on Twitter. It says here, I guess he's trying to ask them like, hey, what's going on? I can't get the feed. And basically the customer service is just saying like, well, all I can tell you is give it a few minutes. And he's saying like, he's been doing that for 20 minutes. So if it doesn't work, can he get like a refund after that? And apparently with the customer service, he goes, unfortunately, we cannot give a refund. We can cancel your subscription. I'm sorry. And that's it. They hung up. I was like, wow. Actually, if you guys remember that day when I did the vlog about that Mayweather fight at the casino, there was like a blackout period. I wonder if that's related. But it just made me wonder like how customer service people like react. Like, okay, that might be the policy, like, you know, not to give refunds. You can only cancel, but you gotta be specific to the situation as well. Just doing that like, oh, that's our policy, bye, hang up. Oh man, makes me wonder like what's gonna happen in the case. Kind of reminds me of the DJI thing right now, what's going on anyways, like with the Mavic Pro thing I'm trying to send back. Like in these cases, like don't just read a piece of paper saying that's the policy or whatever. Try to look at the whole situation and, you know, try to understand it. And there was actually a lot of story related to customer service and DJI in the public, but to relate to that first of all, I read about this here. It says Amazon gets patent for data collecting drones. And I was reading it, and from what I gather, what it is I guess everyone's probably like, if you shopped in Amazon, for example, if you go around the site, they always say things like, recommended, we think you'll like this product, is based on things like your purchase history. I guess what this is supposed to do is they're going to have a drone or something like that flying around the area, and with that they can collect data about the customers, I guess, in their area. So I guess a theoretical example of how it would work is, let's pretend you're, I guess, an Amazon customer and this drone flies over your property or something like that. Then the drone basically, by capturing the image, it can see, for example, let's say, I don't know, your fence is broken or something like that. So with that data, it'll kind of recommend maybe you'll want, I don't know, something to repair the fence, some kind of tool or paint. So then you'll have that recommendation like in your inbox or whatever. Now, obviously that creates like privacy concerns for people. So it kind of makes me wonder like how people feel about that in general. Of a drone, for example, being able to collect data like that. Because I know a lot of people, when they say data and security of their drones, even if they send information at home, like some people say they don't care, they're not doing anything bad anyway, so what are they going to do with that data? But how would you feel about that, basically collecting data to use as a way to sell you stuff? I was trying to think of this rationally, and in many ways there's stuff like this already. Like, has anyone else, like when they walk around with their phone sometimes, like you get these like Google local stuff, like please review this place you're at, so it knows exactly where you are and what the place, the venue is and all that. So isn't it, it's kind of the same thing in my opinion. Like in those two examples, I can kind of see the similarities of them using data to sell you stuff or to get you to potentially do things. I don't know, it's kind of an interesting conversation, I think, because generally speaking, a lot of the criticism of drones, people always say it's always about privacy issues, so I guess this would be a hot topic. So with drone data collection, I think you all remember DJI got in hot water with things like the US military, where they said stop using any DJI products or software because of the privacy issue, I guess the data leaks or whatever they're concerned about. But it says here, apparently today, it says DJI's removed like some kind of application from their software. And it says here, DJI has removed third-party plugin called JPush, which was introduced in March 2016 for iOS and May 2017 for Android. We implemented the plugin as a way to push notifications when video files are successfully uploaded to DJI's Sky Pixel video. I think, again, like, my opinion is when it comes to sending data and stuff like that, I don't think like a company like DJI should have access to stuff like that in general. Like, maybe to use things for like geofencing to help protect, I guess, like people who are flying who don't know any better, but to keep track of all your flight logs and potentially have that phone home and stuff every time. I mean, like, if it gets in the wrong hands, I can see like how it could be like a really big deal. And that kind of leads to the biggest thing about the drone data, which is interesting. I mean, the picture is interesting here. It's like a picture of a Mavic Pro with a sign saying, "I can change." And it says, Drone King DJI has a serious Pentagon problem. So from what I gather in this article, it was about, again, how the US military is saying, like, stop using all DJI products and all that just because of the security issue. And apparently before, according to this, like, DJI kind of swayed it off, like, yeah, whatever, like, don't need to deal with it, like, according to these like articles anyways. And apparently there was also like software engineers or like hackers, if that's how you want to label it, who kept warning DJI like their security software or the software in general has like major flaws. But again, basically they didn't do anything about it. It even says here, like, someone here said he tweeted a series of screenshots showing that DJI Go app contained a backdoor that allowed it to be altered remotely without the knowledge of users or the iOS or the Android app stores. So for those who aren't too into like computers and the tech and stuff, I mean, imagine it's kind of like saying someone could be sitting at his house, log into like say the server or whatever that DJI uses for the Go app, and they can change the code there to make it do whatever it wishes. If it says, hey, send me the data of this guy, it'll do that. Very Hollywood movie example, but that's essentially what can happen like with the security flaw. And you can even see like the stuff he posted, like, even though like DJI, I guess, does their thing, whatever they do to try to do the quality assurance, like these guys basically break into it like so easily, and they show it basically in the public. This actually all kind of interrelates with their customer service, which is again why I'm actually documenting my whole experience to see if they actually changed. Because anyways, like I said, again, you can only say sorry so many times. Like even with this, it says here, for another security researcher, it says like here, Watkins says he and his students at Johns Hopkins University have uncovered at least 3 security vulnerabilities over the past year and a half, but were met with silence when they tried to alert DJI by email. So for the most part, it's like, yeah, we don't care, I guess, like just based on the response. But recently, it says here, DJI is now offering like a bug bounty reward program where they're offering people $100 to $30,000 for whoever finds bugs and exploits. That's actually pretty common for like big companies. But even like some people are saying now, like they say, I find it funny that DJI, who did not care for security concerns of a community, now comes up with a bug bounty program. I mean, even they're trying to wonder, like, are they actually serious about making it more secure, or is it just more like a PR stunt, basically, to say, to make it look like, hey, we're doing something? That, like, no one really knows, honestly. I would hope they're actually actively, like, changing too, because, like, even when I look at the guy's Twitter, apparently, like, there's even more issues. Like it says here, will DJI fix the JS patch issue? This has been a huge security flaw for months now. Like, they did it publicly in the Twitter. And that guy says the irony of mentioning the JS patch 7 months ago. And I guess a little concerning part about this is some people's opinions. They're saying like they think DJI is only doing this not because of like say security threats or data, is more like the bottom line, the money. Like the fact that the military is stopping to use DJI products. Like even commercial people are saying they're going to stop using it now, like if they have the option. So basically they said that's kind of the catalyst for them to do stuff like this. But in general, I hope they generally are trying to make the software more secure. I mean, I think it is like a big deal, like for the most part, even if you're flying like in a very, like what, non-commercial way, like what are people going to do with your data? Like you just never know. And I hope they actually follow through with this sentiment. It says, we want to set up a system to engage our customers and engage people who are really looking at us and have them help us figure out our vulnerabilities in the equipment, Stockwell says. Instead of fighting with people, find a way to bring them in and use the talent. I hope again too, they generally are interested in fixing all of this and to work with people, as opposed to saying like, you know, we're not going to listen to you because I guess we're the company, it's all about the money. If it doesn't affect our bottom line, then who cares? Yeah, I hope at the end of the day, DJI like actually improves. I mean, even for the customer service and stuff, for me putting that out there, hopefully they are taking it seriously and not like just swaying it off, kind of like in this example. I mean, it shouldn't take, for example, some guy in the boardroom just to say, okay, if we don't help this guy, then we're going to lose like, you know, $2 million. Now we better like help him. I mean, it should just come down to consistency. I mean, you just never know. You never know. Like, for example, that one business or whatever that you say, I don't care because I have the business of the whole military. I mean, things can change that fast. I still remember back when, Yahoo was one of the biggest search companies. Now where are they? Now it's Google. So hopefully they take it seriously and actually, like, address the issues. All right, time to finish some martial arts first. And dang, it's really hot and sunny here. Well, I guess there goes all the light for today. Anyways, see you guys later.